G'day folks, Rod from My Water Filter here today, and what we're going to do is just have a quick look at the MWF 20 inch by 4.5 inch twin whole house rainwater filtration system with ultraviolet light. Okay, now this is a special system if you're on rainwater. Okay, it's an absolute beauty. We've been selling it for many years, never had any trouble with it. Have had different UV systems over the years, and as you can tell now, we've got the quality UV Guard UVs that go with this system. Okay, so it's pretty basic what's going on. You've got your rainwater tank or your water coming over to your pump. From the pump, we're now pushing the water towards the home, and after the pump on the pressure side, we want to apply our water filtration and then the sterilisation. So basically the water's coming along. As you can see, we've set up on the bottom, that's our main line. We've got an on-off ball valve there. That's just in case at any time you want to work on the system, change the globe, whatever, and you still need water to the house or to water the garden, you can just turn these taps off here and open up the main line at the bottom, and then you can shoot the water straight through, and the house has still got water while you're working on your system, changing the cartridges, whatever it might be. So basically, the water's coming in, it's coming up through this pipe, and it's going into the filter. This first filter here is generally we use for rainwater, a 5 micron pleated sediment cartridge. That's taking the lumps and bumps and dirt out of the system and out of the water, and just getting rid of any muck in the water before we go over into stage 2. We do use the pleateds because you can gently give them a hose off and get any, if you've got a lot of sediment, then you can give them a gentle hose off, make them last longer, that sort of things. The pleateds, they've got the V inserted in the V section in the pleat, and that gives you a massive more surface area than just a normal polyspun water filter. So the water flows through these very easily. There's very minimal back pressure, anything like that, a lot of loss of pressure. So we're straight through the sediment cartridge, over into a carbon block. We normally put a silver impregnated carbon block in here, generally because we've got water coming through that's not been treated with any chlorine or anything like that, okay? So silver impregnated carbon block, stop any bacteria growing, and then the water's been polished up. This carbon block will take care of herbicides, pesticides off the roof, that sort of thing, and make the water tastier. It's coconut carbon, polish up the water and just make it tastier. Even though rainwater tastes great, I understand, but when you run it through some carbon, it even gets better, if you can believe that. Then we go through the system and out the other side. At this point in time, we filtered this water down to 5 microns, okay? Now, that's if you're on a pressure pump. This system's also available in a low pressure system, all right? And in that situation, you're still going to get a similar cartridge here in position 1, because that ain't holding back the pressure too much. So if you've got gravity, your tank's on the hill and the water's coming down a 2-inch line, whatever it may be, and it's just gravity filtering to the house, or even if you just got a real old pump that hasn't got much pressure or something, you could always go for the low pressure system, and then later on when you get a better pump, you can just upgrade your cartridges, because the only difference between a low pressure system and the normal system is the cartridges inside here, all right? So with the low pressure, same sediment, but in this side we put a low pressure cartridge in the low pressure carbon or carbon impregnated sediment in this side here, just so the water will still push through okay. So no matter what system you go for, we get on the other side, we've filtered it down to 5 microns, and now that water is good to go through and come up into the UV light. As you can see, it's a UV Guard UV we use. They're absolute rippers. I love the bell end on here, so you're not mucking around with a second nut or anything like that, and they're very easy to install. Come with a good booklet, it's all there. It's, you know, even with the UV Guard ones, you get little satchels to wipe the glass and the thimble and that sort of thing when you put them together. So they are a classic company, and they have a very good UV system here. So the water travels through the system, it's getting UV'd, and the UV light is penetrating through into the water. Any bugs going through this system are getting killed, and it comes out the other end and sails down and heads down to your home, okay? So if you've got a concrete water tank, the lime will be leaching out of the walls of the concrete tank. You should have 7 pH water going through this system and into your house. You're good to go. If you've got any other form of tank, so there's no lime leaching out of the walls. Plastic, aquaplate, steel, stainless steel, big liner bag tanks, all of those tanks don't have any interaction with the water from the lime, so they will still produce acidic water. So if you've got blue-green staining in the basin in your house, or you get a pH test kit and you just test your water and it's down around the 6 mark, acidic rainwater, then you might want to have a look at the pH elevation vessel as well to get the pH up for your water, okay? If your water's going through into the house at 6.8, then you're pretty good to go. I'd just run with that anyway, not worry about it. But you might want to add some mineral to your drinking water because you don't want to be drinking acidic rainwater, okay? So take a look at this system, have a look on the page, there's plenty of information, and give us a call by all means. We can help in any way, we'd love to hear from you. But these are just rock solid, been selling them for years, never have any problems with them. They're a good price in the market, so if you're good to go with that, I think that this will take care of you nicely. Thank you very much.